Hey guys, what's going on? Matt here, and welcome back to the Black Ops 3 Mod Tools tutorial series. So then, in this video, I'm going to be putting in a little feature that I've been using in my own maps, and it's just shootable perk bottles. So I don't know what's already out there. I've not really looked really, but this is one I used in Medieval. This is when I first developed it, and I thought it was quite a nice feature, so I thought, I'd release it publicly, and it's quite simple. So all it is literally a perk bottle. You can customize it however you want, and all you're going to do is you're typically going to put it into some hidden areas of your map. As soon as the player shoots it, it's then going to increase the perk limit for all the players by 1. So of course, if you have maybe 8 perks, then you can originally give them a 4 perk limit, and then put 4 of these bottles around the map. So providing you know where they all are, you can actually buy all perks. When you go down and such, it still carries over, so you don't need to sort of reshoot them or anything like that. It's a permanent sort of thing. So first of all, what you need to do, of course, is download the actual Prefab and Script. Prefab is, of course, here, and the script is this one. I'll leave one link in the description. It'll be like a zip file or something. Download that. Next, what you need to do is, of course, put in the actual perk bottle itself into the map. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not actually going to copy it over because I've already got one of them in. Go over into your Black Ops 3 root directory, go over to your map source, go to prefabs, and you can print it anywhere within this prefab folder. I personally have it in my own folder, so program 115, and I just have it in here. Okay, next what we need to do is, of course, open up our map in Radiant. I've already opened. This is my ZM test day map. Delete that one. I did that earlier for testing. All you're doing is go down to prefab, reload it because I already had mine, open, so I need to reload it so it gets all my newest ones. Go down to where I put it within my prefabs, and all I'm going to do is just drag and drop shootable perk bottle.map. Okay, I'm just going to rotate this just so we can actually see the Juggernaut bottle a bit better. I'm just going to place a few of these, so you can place as many of these as you like, of course. You really want to not be putting too many, just because you don't want to let the player have maybe like a 12 perk limit when there's only maybe 8 perks. It could maybe throw the player off a little bit, if they find an extra perk bottle, but they already have all the perks, they might think that there's more to the map than there actually is. So I'd suggest only putting as many as you actually need in there. But of course you can do whatever you want. So I'm just going to copy and paste this a few times. I'm just going to let's do 5 of them. There we go. I don't have more than just the stock perks. This is only a test map, but it does work. I currently have this in my main project map, which I've got like 8 perks in it at the moment. So how do we sort of customize this then? Because all that's left really now is to put in the script in. So just before I do that though, I'll show you guys how to customize it. So if you go into one of your prefabs and enter prefab. So you have 2 parts. You have the trigger itself, which is a trigger damage. You can change this to a trigger use if you want. It's perfectly fine. Just make sure that you change the target name. That's what it's kind of all based off, the target name here. So just make sure you make that consistent. That's all you really need to do. Now, if you want to actually change the model itself, that's perfectly fine. I'm just going to go down to entity list just so I can select it easily. So just select the model and of course change it to whatever you want. Maybe a wine bottle or something, you can change it. Now, of course, once you've done that, save that, and then, it'll, of course, affect all of them prefabs. Now, what happens if you don't want to have the same bottle for every single one of them? Maybe you do want to have Juggernaut, Speed Cola, Quick Revive, Double Tap, and then maybe Widow's Wine or something, different bottles. All you would need to do for that is to make separate prefabs. So literally copy and paste this original prefab, make a variant of it, and just change the model within that one. So for here, if we wanted to have five different looking bottles, I'd have 5 separate prefabs. All of the triggers would have the same target name. It's just the actual model would be changed between each one. So that way, I can have multiple different models for what I'm trying to achieve. And of course, it doesn't have to be a perk bottle. I just figured, it's kind of the most suitable for that. So I'm going to leave that alone now. I want them to be 5 Juggernaut bottles, just to sort of keep it nice and simple. But, feel free to change whatever you like. I'm just going to quickly save this and exit. Next, what I need to do is actually put in the script itself. So what we're going to need to do is go over to our Black Ops 3 root directory, go to user maps, go to your map name, in this case ZM test day, open up scripts, ZM, and your map name .gsc. Okay, open up this. Next, what I need to do is go over to my actual downloaded stuff, and well, I don't have it downloaded, but you guys will have, and open up this Shootable Perk bottle script.gsc. And all this is it's literally just a text document that I put it as .gsc, so it's the highlighting syntax is as it should be. All it is what you need to be putting into your map. So as it says here, under ZM user map main, you're going to grab this line. So just grab that, copy and paste that, and all you're going to need to do is scroll down where you see in function main you have a ZM user map main. Just going to dump that underneath there. Simple as that. Next, what we need to do is of course grab the actual script itself. I'm just going to copy and paste all of this. So from here down to the very last line, just copy that and put this underneath here. Now I've added this big sort of header type of comment here, just to kind of separate your existing code, just to kind of make things a little bit more readable. So quick overview on what this actual script does. Just in case you want to modify it in any way. So all it's going to do is it's going to grab all of those triggers that had that shootable perk bottle as their target name. As you remember earlier in Radiant, I showed you guys that. It's pretty much going to loop through every single instance of that, and it's going to thread this function, okay? So as soon as this function is threaded, it's going to straight away wait for it to actually get triggered. In this case, of course, it's a damage trigger, so it needs to have some sort of damage dealt to it. If you did change any of those to a use, then you need to go up to it and press your interact button. In most cases, it would be F. Or whatever button it is for you. And then, of course, once it's been triggered, it will then play a sound. Now, I've commented this sound out just because you don't have to play a sound. I'm going to play a sound in my case just because I do have this sound set up. So I'm just going to remove these two forward slashes. Simple as that. Of course, if you don't want to play a sound or you don't have one, you can either comment it out like such, or you can just remove the line completely, this one line. It's perfectly fine. I'm going to actually put this in though, just because I do want it to make a sound, and I do actually have this set up for the map. Then, of course, it's going to do the actual main part of it, which is increasing your perk limit by 1. Easy as that. Of course, if you want to have, anything else, feel free to go for it. Just please, of course, give original credit for me actually making this. That's kind of all really. So let's save this. There we go. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and do a full compile for that test map, and then I'm going to go actually, in the map itself, in game, and show you guys that I can shoot them. Of course, it will play this sound. Now, just because this map doesn't have more than 4 perks in it, I can't show you guys it actually doing it, but it does work. I am currently using it in my main map, but I just don't want to show it yet because it's not released. So yeah, I'll see you guys over in game. Okay then, so over in game, you can see I've got 4 perks. I've not added any more. So if we go up to it, you can hear the sound. Just do that, just in out of order. And then if you're trying to shoot one again, it doesn't, it doesn't happen. So yeah, as easy as that, guys. Of course, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. There shouldn't be any, but if you do find any bugs, let me know, because I've only tested it pretty, limited. There's not exactly much to test. It's quite a simple script, but if you do find anything, please let me know. And of course, I'll just update the download link. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. And of course, I'll see you guys later. Bye for now.